What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother, King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at the King Jabez, as well as my website, theironandsoul.com. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. I want to talk about today a very important message. In this message, we'll talk about your journey in life. This message will talk about the process of success, or the journey that includes spiritual battles, the connections you have, relationships, education, work experience, and two issues I believe are two main issues, or can be a problem on your way to success that we must address to go to the next level. And for a chosen man and woman, there really is a very solid path or process to do this. And I'm going to give this to you in the beginning of this video. In order to make this happen, you have to, number one, confront an evil or satanic demonic system. It's the first step. Number two, you must receive authorization or authority from the Most High, or strength from the Most High, from heaven, in order to make this a reality on earth. Number three, there has to be a shift in location. There has to be an exodus. That's just why many of us, it's important for us to leave our hometown. There is a call in your life, and a part of that is finding the right location. That will be step number three. And number four, this is probably the most difficult, and that is creating a trail or a path to this new place of success and destiny. And that's what we call our journey. And that part, you can't really teach that. You have to live through it. When an era ends, or when a chapter in your life ends, there needs to be strength for the next journey. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. I believe for many of you, a chapter in your life has ended, is ending. And now what you need to do is to refocus, get connected, tap in, and go to the next level. Passing the humiliation ritual reveals your identity and removes insecurity. Two of the biggest issues you will face, I believe, as a chosen man, as a chosen woman, on your journey to success is insecurity and identity issues. You say, why do you say that? Well, if you listen to my content and go review my videos from last year, it's pretty clear. If you look at other Chosen One content online, it's pretty clear why. We have a lot of similar experiences. And I think I touched on this in my previous video, because the gift that is in you and the assignment you have is counter to what is actually in position right now. So what is on you will be resist by what is on them. And so because of that, you will see yourself experiencing a lot of rejection. You will see yourself experiencing a lot of being misunderstood. Not really finding any place to be at peace. And through all of that, that's the negative. The positive to all of that, and what has happened to you, if you are wise, as I believe you are, is that you've used all of that, and instead of getting bitter, you got better. You are refined. You're wiser. You're smarter. You're stronger as a person. You've developed your character. You've sharpened your skill set, your tools. You've become better. So all of that bad didn't mess you up. It messes a lot of people up. Let me be clear on that. It messes a lot of people up. Let me say that again. But with you, it made you better. And so I'm talking to you now as you begin to, or as you end a chapter in your life, and you're entering into a new chapter. Some of you right now, that's where you're at in your life. You say, okay, big bro, you talk to me now. I believe many of you are ending a season of your life, or you should be, ending a chapter of your life. And you now need the courage and the strength to begin a new chapter. That's where many of you are at. And that chapter may mean leaving your hometown. This new chapter may mean a relationship. This new chapter may mean a new job. This new chapter may mean having a few jobs, having your own business. I don't know, children, whatever it is that you feel like is the next step for you. And so what I know about new chapters is that it takes courage and strength to finish something, to close a chapter, and to release something new. So here's how a chosen man or woman can have an identity crisis. This happens when you are programmed in your mind based on where you have been versus where you're going. Let me talk to you there. I'll take some time off. I'm ready for you. You, ma'am, sir, you need to stop thinking about where you've been and spend more time thinking about where you're going. Because many of you right now, you're depressed. Think about where you've been. I want to talk to you. You're down. Think about where you've been. You at times you feel, you know what? You feel cheated. I wish I had a better situation. And all of that keeps you stuck. It is now time for you. And actually, if you really look at your dreams and visions, that's why I talk so much about that, because dreams are a clear, proven channel or portal to divine information, like meditation, like fasting, like reading the Bible, like prayer, for example. These are all channels to divine connection. And what the Most High has been doing with many of you, like myself, over the last year, is that he's giving you a number of downloads through your dreams. And the reason he's doing that is why he's doing it in my life. Because he's giving you, I feel good saying this, a clear picture of where you're going. Because he knows you're focused on where you've been. And because you're focused on where you've been, this creates an identity crisis or issue. Where you going, sir, ma'am, is bigger than where you've been. Okay, do you hear me? I hope you hear that really good. Hey, listen to me carefully. Because again, these are two of the biggest issues you're going to face on your road to success, on your journey, right? What is your journey, your experiences, your education, school, family, jobs you work, relationships you have, your fitness journey, your health, your spiritual journey, all of that is a part of the process of who you are now, right? Your destiny. And so to get there, you have to begin to shift your thinking. So I want you to start thinking about what's ahead of you versus what is behind you. Let me talk to you today. I want you, and this is why you're getting these dreams all the time too. You're not just in the fantasy world. You're getting these dreams because the Most High is right there talking to you. Okay? Through those dreams, through those visions, through people, through your time of meditation. That's why you got to meditate. I suggest you meditate every day, by the way, so you can get those downloads and get yourself to that next level. So let me talk about a word that makes some people uncomfortable, and I'm saying it anyway, and that is purpose. There is a sense of purpose that only comes from understanding your identity, who you are. Who are you? And don't give me an answer. Please don't give me a job description, a JD. That's not who you are. That's what you do. Who are you? And that is a question I've asked myself. Okay? And I've had to confront that. And I've had to, like most people on this path, redefine that over time through education, as you learn more when you're ready for it. Because some of the lessons I have now in my mind, I wasn't ready for 5 years ago, like you. Some of the lessons you learning now, you weren't ready for 10 years ago, but you are now. So your identity, it doesn't necessarily change, but more of it's revealed to you over time as you grow, as you become ready for it. You see, the Most High doesn't give you everything at once. That's why it's called growth. So as you grow and your identity is revealed to you, this will give you a clear sense of purpose where you're going. And what happens with so many of us, and I've been guilty of this too, we hop right over that identity process of learning who we are, and we dive right into purpose. Because as long as I'm doing, I don't have to confront who I am. I told you I'm ready for you today. I took some time off. I'm ready for you. As long as I'm active, I don't have to really think about who am I. Who am I? These are three questions that philosophers, smart men and women for decades, centuries have asked. Why am I here? Okay, matter of fact, let me get this correct. Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going? Those are three questions you should be asking yourself. Why? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And most importantly, where am I going? So from a biblical perspective, I'm going to take you to the book. I believe I came from the Most High. I'm created in the image of God, according to Genesis. That's my belief system. I don't believe in evolution. If you do, that's nothing against you. I don't. I personally believe in creation. So that being said, okay, if I came from the Most High, that means that I'm on this earth to do something for him. Now we're talking about purpose. And that doesn't just mean being a preacher in a church. That's what most people think. We think about God. It means I got to become a priest or a monk. No, there's a lot God wants done besides that. Joseph wasn't a priest. He was a leader in Egypt. Okay? Esther was a queen. Let's be real. Daniel was a leader in Babylon. Okay? These men and women had real positions in the real world. Their purpose wasn't just to just say praise the Lord. Okay, it was to really shift the culture. That's what chosen one is. We not just talk. It's actually getting out here and doing something. That's why we're here. And from that belief system, once this existence ends, there is something called life after death. Now, this is where a lot of people differ in their opinions. Some believe in reincarnation. I personally don't, but if you do, hey, that's your belief. Okay, I'm not against that. I believe there's life after death, and there's a place called heaven, a place called hell, etc., etc. And that's a whole other message in itself. But that's my way of answering those three questions: where I came from, why am I here, and where am I going? And from that perspective, I can now begin to be clearer on my identity and address my insecurities. So to add some more teeth to this message, we're going to talk about now what can be a hindrance or a number of roadblocks on your way to success. Number one, and it's not in order of importance, a lack of focus. This is not the time to be distracted. This is not the time in your life to focus on the opinion of non-factors. By non-factors, I mean people who really have no weight in your life at all. Their opinion is just that. This is a time to remove distractions. You can't just be mindlessly scrolling on your phone, wasting time with the wrong people. If you really want this, and by this I mean your purpose, your destiny, you have to fight for it. And a part of fighting for that is your focus. You need to get very serious about your focus. I'm in a place now where if it's not serving me, I'm cutting it off. I'm sorry. I'm in mode now. This is where I'm trying to go. I have a plan, and if it's not aligning with that, it's over. So it's a time to get focused on where you're going. Number two, resilience. If you can't take criticism, if you are easily swayed by the opinion of other people, you're going to have a hard time. So it's going to get rough from time to time. I want to give you a fair warning what you're trying to do. And by that, I mean trying to obtain success, have a real purpose and a place in this earth. You need to expect resistance. Expect opposition. Everyone's not going to like you. Everyone's not your friend. And I know you already know that, but it's good to remind yourself of that. It will be difficult. And so it's going to take you being resilient. Kobe Bryant was resilient, right? He had to discipline himself, get up every day at 4 or 5 a.m. to do what he wanted to do. So it's going to require you to be resilient to get to the next level. Number three, consistency. You can't do it one day, not do it the next. Do it 1 year, take the next year off. You can take some time off, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Be consistent in what you're doing. And by consistent, I mean, look at something, I like something Walker Flocka said in one of his interviews one time. He said 5 years. You don't really call yourself anything until you do it for 5 years. And 5 years is a pretty good gauge of how committed you are to a task. I've been creating videos on YouTube, will be 5 years, December 5th. And that's enough time to really gauge, do I want to do this? Am I taking this serious? You're going to have some success. You're going to have some failures. That's enough time with whatever you're doing, with any business for that matter, to really grow, to be consistent, and to develop your talents. So if you want to be successful, you know this, you have to be consistent. You can't be this wishy-washy person that's just up one day. You can't do that. You need to be like this, steady, consistent, and that comes from having strong character. And number four, I would say obedience to the commands of the Most High God. That we have a Bible, a book full of instructions, guidance on what we shouldn't do. One wise man once said, the Bible tells us what is right, what is not right, how to get right, and how to stay right. So to kind of wrap this message up, you have to have a level of obedience to the commands of the Most High God. He's who created us. He knows the way we're made. We were made in his image. And when we do things his way, it works. So that's what I have for you in today's video. I trust this will add some value to your life. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.